Hello, this is Always Movie Madness, and I'm going to be doing a movie review of The Town. This movie is fucking tremendous. It's really awesome. The plot of this movie, the storyline is really interesting. So, we focus on these four robbers. They rob this bank. Then they decide to kidnap the bank manager, Claire Kelsey. And then they take her into their car with a blindfold on. They at first think of killing her, but then they don't. But then Doug McRae starts to have feelings towards Claire. He ditches his own crew, and then James gets pissed at him, saying, "You know what? You left us, and now we're gonna fucking kill you now." Then you have Special Agent Adam, who is on the hunt for these robbers. Then Douglas McRae has to find a way to hide the fact that he's a robber to Claire, and that's basically what the premise is for this film, and it is fucking amazing. It's really awesome. The performances are all tremendous. Ben Affleck gives one of his best performances of his entire career. He plays Douglas McRae, and he does a tremendous job at the character. You can tell he is having a lot of fun as this character. And Douglas McRae as a character, you feel really bad for because his father treated him like he was a loser, saying that he was a disappointment, and you can understand why he doesn't like his dad. The scene where he tells Claire that his father wasn't around and his mother left him is a really sad and emotional scene. And it is one of the best Ben Affleck performances. Jeremy Renner plays James Jem, and his performance is just over the top. James Jem is a fucking lunatic. He's this trigger happy guy who enjoys killing people. He goes all nuts. Ben Affleck, getting back to Ben Affleck, his Boston accent was actually really good. Same with Jeremy Renner's Boston accent. The scene where James just goes downright boy happy by shooting all these cops in an ambulance is just so crazy. Especially when they wear these nun costumes. It's also really fucking nuts. A very awesome car chase / shootout sequence in the film. And I do think him and Ben Affleck have awesome chemistry. But putting Jeremy Renner's performance aside, the big standout of this entire movie is Rebecca Hall as Claire Kelsey. Her performance is fucking amazing. She gives one of the most emotional performances of the entire film. And, Rebecca Hall is a really beautiful and really awesome actress, and she just gives a really awesome performance. The character of Claire Kelsey is actually tremendous. You feel bad for her because she doesn't want to get in trouble with the law because she's dating one of the robbers, that being Douglas McRae, but she has to come clean. And the scene where she is questioned by Agent Adam was a really intense scene because she doesn't want to get arrested by him. She wants to keep Douglas's secret unknown. And her and Ben Affleck have awesome and beautiful chemistry with each other. John Hamm plays Special Agent Adam, who's this FBI agent, and his performance is amazing. It's really wonderful to see. His character, he did want to track down these robbers. The scene where he questions Claire about what is going on, and he tells his police squad what to do. It's a really intense scene because he believed that no robber should go unpunished for what they have done. And him and Ben Affleck have awesome chemistry, much like the rest of the actors in this movie. Chris Cooper plays Douglas's father, Stephen McRae, and even though he's in one scene, he does a glorious job as this character. And again, the whole scene of him treating Douglas like utter shit, saying, "Oh, when you were younger, you were just a spoiled crybaby. You're a loser. You never accomplished anything. You're just a big loser." It's a really dark moment. So that is it for the performances. Blake Lively, she's not in this movie, but she does well what she's given. I will say she's the weakest performance. She's not bad, but compared to the other performances, she's just not as strong as the other performances in the film. But the directing by Ben Affleck is surprisingly tremendous. He really gets you to feel bad for Douglas McRae because he had a horrible childhood. His father treated him like shit. He doesn't want to get Claire arrested. And he also just does a great job of developing every single character. All these characters have unique and awesome personalities. Douglas is the reluctant criminal who wants to change, while James is the trigger-happy guy who enjoys killing people. The action sequences are great. The opening action sequence, the bank robbery scene, it reminded me of The Dark Knight because the movie came out 2 years after The Dark Knight with Christian Bale. And much like that film, Ben Affleck leads this robbery and they just go nuts. They wear these skull-like masks, which always remind me of Black Mask's False Face Society team from the comics. But I think overall Ben Affleck did a tremendous job directing this film. The action sequences are amazing, like that shootout sequence at the end of the film towards the third act. And it was also a car chase, so that was really amazing. So in conclusion, I still fucking like this movie. I love it. I love this film. It's one of the best films of the 2010s. One of the more underrated films of 2010. Both Ben Affleck and Rebecca Hall play off with each other perfectly. They have perfect chemistry throughout the entire movie. The Boston accents that these actors put on was really interesting. Although Rebecca Hall's accent kind of went in and out, but that's a small gripe. That's just a small gripe. A small nitpick I have with this movie. But other than that, this movie had the best storyline, best cast. I should mention one bit of trivia. Chris Pine was considered to play James Jem before Jeremy Renner was cast, but I do like how they got Jeremy Renner. So I guess you can say you have Batman, and you also have Maya Hansen and Hawkeye and Norman Osborn from The Amazing Spider-Man 2. And you have all those characters in this one movie as different characters. Same actors, but different characters. I highly recommend you watch this movie, especially if you enjoy The Way Back, which also stars Ben Affleck. I give this movie a 10 out of 10. It is a wonderful and very suspenseful and awesome film. So that is my movie review of The Town. Hope you guys enjoyed.